I gotta be honest, with all the new features Uber has revealed and released in the past few years, this makes no sense. And that is that Uber will start showing video ads in its app this week. They'll be muted by default, but can run up to 90 seconds. I don't really get this. Uber started displaying video ads, in its apps. They'll appear when you wait for a ride to show up and while you're in transit. After you place orders in Uber Eats and in search results in other parts of Drizzly, the company told the Wall Street Journal, even the ads will be shown on tablets that are placed inside of some Uber cars. I don't really get why they're doing this, to be honest. I mean, the company's plans to roll out video ads in UK, France, Australia, and other markets later this year. In addition, going to the more nitty gritty, the video ads in the apps will be muted by default. Audio will play on tablets that are in cars, kind of annoying, and will run up to 90 seconds. So, I don't know. Users typically spend between 2 and 3 minutes looking at the app during trips. So, quote unquote, we have 2 minutes of your attention. We know where you are. We know where you're going to. Why is this so creepy? And we know what you've eaten. So we can use all that to basically target a video ad towards you. Okay, this is real Black Mirror or whatever. I mean, I guess every app does this when it comes to ads, but I don't know. Anyway, this load of BS for sure. The company says it won't share individuals' data with advertisers. Yeah, okay. You'll be able to opt out of ad targeting based off demographic data and your activity in the Uber apps, which maybe we'll do a video about how to do that, this week or next week, whatever. But you can't opt out of ads altogether. So, okay. And in addition, it's not yet clear whether you'll be able to immediately close an ad once it starts playing. This is just super random in a way that I don't even know why they're doing this. I'm super confused because you're already buying a ride. It's not like it's a free app that you get free Uber rides, which to me, I'm like, okay, if you somehow could get a free Uber ride and you have to see an ad, that's a fair trade-off. Just like YouTube videos, right? You have to see a video ad before watching this video. And for a lot of YouTubers, that's the way they make their money because you get to watch any video on YouTube for free. And you kind of trade your time of watching an ad or skipping it in order to do so. But when it comes to Uber, I'm already paying for a ride. And this to me, especially what pops in my head, first off, with all the videos I've done about Uber versus Lyft, hopefully this helps out Lyft. Because I'm like, all right, if I had to pull up Uber, and I don't know how they're going to put this in the GUI or the graphical user interface, but if I go to order an Uber and these ads are popping up, I would just close out and order a Lyft. So my first thought is, hopefully this helps out Lyft. But in addition, this just seems very random. In addition, that seems like super creepy and Black Mirror-ish of them saying, we know where you're going. We know where you're coming from. We know what you're ordering, so they can target the ads more specifically. Now, from an advertiser's perspective, I guess that's a good thing, right? Targeted ads are super important, especially in this day and age. That's the world we're living in. But also, too, them saying they're not going to sell your data. I feel like every company has said that, whether it's them or Verizon or Google or Meta, who owns Facebook and Instagram, yet all of them do it. So I don't really trust this at all. But to me, this is just a very random thing. If I'm already paying for a service, why would I want ads? Now, yes, there are a lot of apps that have ads on your phone, but a lot of them have kind of the freemium model, meaning they're free to use, no issue. And the way the apps make some money is either A, you can get the premium version. So let's say if you're getting, let's say you're playing a video game. Let's say if you're on Tinder, for example, you get the premium version of these apps. Or if you don't want to pay for that, the ads that appear on the apps help pay for you using it for free. Fair trade-off, like I said, same thing with YouTube, and a lot of other services have this kind of freemium model, or it's free to use, but you have ads. With this, though, I'm already spending money, and now I have to incur more ads on top of that. Doesn't make any sense. In addition, I'm also curious, how will this interact with Uber One? Now, I did do a video recently, which is kind of odd, talking about Uber One changed their policy. Back in the day, it was 5% off any ride you take, and Uber One had a certain amount of a monthly fee you have to spend, depending if you want to buy it per month or per year. They changed that now where you get Uber credit back. So you don't initially save money. I'd be curious with Uber One, does Uber One have this policy in place that if you get Uber One, you don't get these ads? because I'd be very frustrated if I'm paying for an Uber One membership on top of paying for rides, and now I have ads that I have to deal with, and even on tablets in the vehicles. I mean, Uber's doing really well financially. Their revenue is up. They're in a lot of different businesses that have done videos about this. In terms of Uber Charter, like doing the party buses, Uber Parking, if you want to rent a parking spot, Uber Rentals as well, if you want to rent a car, Uber, in terms of the regular Uber, you have Uber Eats, there's Uber Explore now to buy like concert tickets and hotels. I know Uber Travel is something that's been being talked about. Uber's everywhere, and the revenue's up way better than ever before. This to me is a very questionable move. Like, if anything, I could more reason with, like, say, Lyft doing this, because I'm like, okay, Lyft is not doing well. They need to get money. They put in ads. Okay. Like, I feel like that's more, like, understandable to me. But this, why would they do this? I feel like they're almost, like, shooting themselves in the foot type situation. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. I will say, I've not seen any ads on my Uber app yet, but it seems like they're coming. So, very questionable move on Uber's part.